Hello everybody, so we're gonna talk today about mouses, perfect mice for CSGO or any FPS gaming. So now we have here one of the best representative of the mices. So we have from left to right, we have Zowie EC2-A CSGO edition. Then we have Zowie EC2-A white glossy edition. Then we have EC2 2019. Then we have Roccat Kain 122 white. Then we have Viper Ultimate, and then we have Legendary MX 518. So this is a Zowie EC1-B CSGO edition here. Then we have a white and glossy here, EC2-A. Then we have EC2 right here. Then we have Roccat here, and Viper right here, baby boy. And this is a Legendary MX 518. So we're gonna talk about just straight to the point, no BS and anything. We're gonna just talk about what pluses, what a good side of the mouse is, and what the downside of the mouse is, what the minuses of certain mouse. So I'm just gonna compare. I'm playing basically only CSGO, so I'll just compare this mouse, how they perform in CSGO, and what I noticed positive about them and what else is negative about them. Let's get into it. Okay, so now we're going to talk about a EC2-A white edition, white glossy. So the glossy coating is plus and minus for this one. Since the glossy, it's nice and sticky to your hands, but if your hands are getting sweaty fast, then you're gonna have this mouse gonna feel like it's slippery all the time, right? So this is my minus with this mouse. Same benefit and same pluses as the other one, Zowie. The shape is awesome. Side buttons a little mushy. The mouse 1, mouse 2, nice and firm, no double clicks, anything like that. Mouse wheel on this one, since it's a different version of it, it's a A version of it. Mouse wheel, it's a little mushy and it's not as rattly, and it's nice feel. So definitely better than the B version of it. Yeah, so that's for the mouse 1, mouse 2. Mouse wheel up, down, click, side button. Yeah, so the pluses of this mouse is definitely the shape. Shape is the best on Zowie from all the mouses probably in the world. Mouse 1, mouse 2 is so-so. Side buttons is just mushy, not really. So the benefit and the majority selling point for the Zowie, it's the shape. Shape, it just, damn dude, it just feels so sick. This is the best shape ever. It's just so nice. It just, oh my gosh, it just like feels like somebody took my hand, molded on in this form. It just looks awesome. Yeah, the side buttons is off, cable is alright. Yeah, pretty light. 87 grams, so really great shape. Love it. So I'm unpacking Zowie EC2 Black Edition. Here we are, fresh unpacked Zowie EC2 2019. This is the perfect shape. Perfect shape. Okay, so now we're going to talk about an EC2. So it's no A, no B, it's this 2019 edition. You have a report rate switch here, you have a DPI switch here, two large feeds right here. So this is my newly added one, the latest one. It has a matte black edition. The reason why I got this one, because the glossy one, the white one, is too slippery for me, so I decided to get the black one. So the bonuses and pluses on this mic is the same as the EC2 white one. It's the shape, the feel of it is really nice. The clicks are the same, I would say. Mouse wheel, unfortunately, not the same as an EC2-A. The mouse wheel is the same as it was a B version. It's like a rowdy, not really nice to touch it. This is really downside on this mic. The side buttons. Same mushy as on the A1, and surprisingly for me, the A and white one, which is 2015 edition, and it's same EC2 black 2019 edition, it's the different sides. I was really surprised. So it's a little bit smaller than the white one, just a touch, and I can feel it, and it's kind of like a little bit too small for my hand, but it's still nice. But I was surprised that they changed the size, because it's supposed to be identical mice. They just changed the sensor on this one for my newer one, but other than that, it's supposed to be the same size, but it's not. It's a little bit smaller size. So people with small, medium-sized hands, this could be perfect. But I was just surprised that they changed the size a little bit. So mouse test for mouse click 1, 2, scroll wheel. So rowdy, oh my gosh. These people just need to change the mouse wheel. Click, side buttons. 1, 2. Yep. Overall, the best shape. Oh my gosh, this is the best Argo mouse ever. Feels so great in the hand. So great. Yeah, this mouse will destroy everything, but that's awesome. now we go into the Roccat Kain 122 white edition. So 120 is the black, 122 is the white. So guys, alright, so this is the best coating on a mouse ever existent. The coating on this mouse is OMG. It just feels so smooth. Oh my god, it's like, I don't know what to explain, but no other mice can even close touch this by the coating. The coating is just, you just want to keep this mouse and you want to just hold it in your hand. Okay, so the clicks are really sharp here, really sharp. The shape is really interesting. It looks like it's ergo mouse, but at the same time it feels like, I don't want to be like rude to the mouse, but it feels like a brick. It's like a little wide. It's kind of ergo, kind of you feel it, but it's kind of like a little square-ish kind of thing. The mouse wheel, it's, oh my gosh, the best mouse wheel ever. I tried it. It's nice and smooth. You can feel every step of it, and you can scroll it up and down. Clicks are right, nice and solid. Mouse 1, mouse 2, I think they're using some kind of titanium clicks or something, but it just feels so sharp and smooth. Mouse side buttons is a little bit, I would say, weird ones on this, because I think they made it too big, but they're really nice and clicky, so I do like them. This is all RGB here, RGB on the mouse wheel. The wire is braided. It's a little bit on the heavy side, but it's really nice. Yeah, so overall the pluses of the mouse is definitely coating. It's the best mouse wheel, the best. Clicks, one of the greatest I ever tried it. Side buttons, great click, but the size of it is just a little bit off for me, because when you grab it like this, you kind of feel them here. So I would say I'd rather see this little smaller side. But other than that, it's just a great. Yeah, the minus for this mouse is shaped a little bit different than the Zowie one, for example, and the side buttons is a little bit on the big side. But other than that, really impressed with the Roccat. Never was considering Roccat before, but really impressed. And it's light too. It's 92 grams or something like that. Okay, so let's do the sound test. It's mouse 1. Oh damn, it's crisp. -2. Mouse wheel. Mouse click. Side buttons. Oh, it's click. Super crispy! Okay, so now we're gonna talk about Viper Ultimate. So this is probably the smallest size mice so far, and it's ambidextrous, so it's for left and right handed people. So you have side buttons on the left side, you have side buttons on the right side. Yeah, definitely the lightest mice. So it's a wireless and the lightest mice at the same time. So it's 72 or 74 grams. You have a little RGB right here. Oh yeah, this is nice, fast, slick. Yeah, really good. So this is a little dock station for this mice. You put the receiver right here, and then just hop it in like this. It's nice and charger lasts for I think like 60 hours or something. Yeah, it's really good. So the plus of this mice, I would say, it's a nice shape. It's not as ergo as other ones, but it's really fairly nice shape. But for me, it's like I used to the ergo mice, so I try to get used to this one, but I went back to the ergo mices. So the clicks on this, it's nice and crisp, but for some reason, when I press it, I feel like it's kind of like, it's a little kind of like a loosey, and it's make like this scratching noise. It feels like they make plastic too light or something, too thin. So like when you press right, you can feel like this little feel, you can feel it like it's like not so solid. So this is my main throwback from this mice. The mouse wheel is awesome. It's raised up a little bit high. It's not too high, so it's really nice. And sound and click are smooth. Side buttons are nice and crispy. So I would say probably the biggest minus for this mice for me, it's mouse 1, mouse 2. They really feel like they too thin and not really high quality. And this is the most expensive one too. So this, on the bottom you can see I have 5 feet here. Switch for DPI on and off. This probably has the best mouse feed from all the mice I have, and it's really slick and it's fast. Yep. Do the test for the buttons. Mouse 1, mouse 2, mouse wheel, mouse button, side 1, side on this side. They're real crisp. Okay, so now we go into my last mouse what I have to review. It's, if you don't know what kind of shape it is, what kind of mouse it is, like you're in trouble, or you're too young of the gamer. So this is a legendary shape of MX 510 or even 500 when it started. So this particular mouse, it's 518 legendary, so Logitech decided to go back to this shape and make it again. It's originally when I started CS 1.6, I was playing on 510. This was my main only one gaming mouse I have, and I decided to give it a try to this one. So it's exactly the same shape as before. I think they make it a little bit lighter. The coating is like you have like a black with little like a diamonds here, right here color, and then it fades out to like a grayish color. So the shape is back in the day. You have a big thumb right here, a little groove on, and you have a little for the resting 2 fingers on the side and for your pinky right here. Yeah, the shape is really slick. It just, I think it's probably mainly made for the palm grip. You can do the hybrid or claw, but I think it's a little bit too long for those ones, but it's really nice. But I think palm is just like, it's just like your fingers just fit in so perfectly right here. Yeah, the mouse, I think, compared, if you used it to the other ones, I think this one looks a little too narrowish, but it's still nice and crispy. Side buttons located pretty good, I would say. This little smaller size, this little bigger size, so it's more comfortable to like press on the side. You have little extra buttons right here. You have DPI circle right here. You have 3 feet on the bottom here. So I would say for the plus on this mouse is going to be a definite shape for, especially for the larger hands and for the palm grippers. On the downside, the mouse wheel is just, it's a really weird one. It's like a small one. I don't know how to explain it in this. Like, it just, I don't know, it just feels cheap to me. Yep, mouse clicks is alright. So yeah, I mean, it's back in the, it's a legend is back, so it's pretty great. So let's do the mouse test, I guess. Clicks, so mouse 1. Mouse 2, mouse wheel click, side buttons. There we go. Okay, so after detailed review of every single mice, we're gonna just talk about quick overview and sum up and my conclusion and my feedback what mice is the best mice. So I would say definitely Zowie is the best, especially for CSGO and FPS. Sure, it is definitely the best mice because of the shape. So the best part about Zowie, it's just the shape. The shape, it just feels like built in, as mentioned, just built in your hand. So creepy, so nice. So the Zowie is the shape. It's a kingdom shape, the mice, the Zowie one, definitely. Coating's good, especially for the black one. Mouse wheel, mouse 1, mouse 2 is decent, not the best but decent. Side buttons is okay-ish, but the shape is everything. For the Roccat, coating, shape is okay-ish, coating, clicks, mouse wheel, the best. From all these mice, the best. Definitely greatest mouse here, one of the greatest ones. But the shape, not as good as on this one. The Viper is for the people who like the smaller mice, not ergo mice. I think one of the best on the market, since if it's a since it's wireless one, it's definitely a great option. Super light, super crispy, really great sensor as well. Yeah, love this one too. Not for this CSGO though. This one, the Logitech 518 Legendary, it's great mice, but now since you have all these competitors, it's not the best. Back in the day, there was not many competitors to this mice, but it's definitely like nice and legendary shape and everything. It's definitely great mice, nice and light cable as well, but it's hard to compete with the Zowie one, that for sure. But really good mouse. So as for me personally, I think the Zowie, this I had the most. I used the most one. I think as of right now, for me, probably the best ones is this two, Zowie EC2 and the Roccat kain 122. I think is the best one. It just, I love the shape of the Zowie, but the mouse wheel is terrible. Clicks is okay. You have a little even groove right here, right? But the Roccat, it's just the coating. I'm telling you, like if you try it once, the coating is just amazing. Mouse wheel, just stunning. You have a little RGB here, everything. It's just so crisp. So for me, these two, the main ones right now, and I'm trying to decide and choose, so I'm just flipping from one to another. But other than that, I think that this one's, it's just this is too big, this is too slippery, this is too small, this is too long, I think, and it's not the mouse one and mouse 2 is, I think, is too short. Thanks for watching, guys, and please let me know what mice you think the best for you, and what do you think about all these mice, and if you agree or you disagree with whatever I mentioned about them. And yeah, guys, keep gaming and keep trying to find you the best mice.